It didn't matter how old you were. She was Miss Herpich. She was very proper. She was very controlled. She was very dignified. She was unfailingly polite. She was very strong-headed and had a strong will. She liked to see things done just so. In the era when women didn't often work outside the home, she had a degree from Larson Business College, which later turned into Quinnipiac University. She worked as a secretary. She worked in an insurance office. She sang in the choir for 50 years here every Sunday. She was the last of her family, but she had a family of her own here and in the organizations that she supported. She loved giving to others. She loved being a blessing to others without anybody knowing about it. It's not an overestimation to say that. She used up every bit of who she was for others. The congregation has decided that because Miss Herpich was a giver, because she gave of herself in every way, we will be giving a tithe of all the income that comes from Miss Herpich's Fund through the Community Foundation immediately away to other ministries in New Haven and across the state and across the world, like support for local food shelves, for local homeless ministries, for ministries with the blind, which Miss Herpich was very interested in, providing blankets in slums in India, in providing clean water and education in developing countries. This has been something the congregation is really insistent about, that Miss Herpich was a giver, and so we're going to honor her by giving. This congregation, Miss Herpich's congregation, is the oldest Lutheran church in the state of Connecticut. We're the mother church for any Lutheran congregation that you see as you drive through this state. We began when the Civil War was ending in the late 1860s, and we've been in New Haven operating ever since. You'll find a continuity of ministry to meet the needs of body, mind, and spirit that people have in this neighborhood. But it's very difficult. But because of people like Miss Herpich, we sort of have a calling to this place, to this neighborhood. We haven't left when times have been difficult. We haven't moved out to the suburbs. We've continued to try and be a blessing here in downtown New Haven. So Miss Herpich made a pledge and a bet on this congregation that we would be here for the next 150 years. And by God's grace and with her help, we will.